Welcome everyone to Sintra or Bust. After 4 weeks in Portugal, it's finally time to head home via Spain. However, Steve and I plan a last hurrah, riding a circular route around the Babbia mountains, but we've got a fair way to go before we start. The mountains sit in an area of no less than 5 nationally recognised nature and biosphere parks. We're looking forward to a touch of rural beauty. Our destination is less than 2 hours away from the centre of the Picos de Europa mountains in the north, and yet it seems that very few visitors make it this far down into Spain. That's a real pity, as the scenery is very different and the roads are pretty much empty. Now, just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video, please drop us a like or a comment, and if you subscribe, you'll get to see our further adventures as soon as they come out. On our way to the Babbia area, the weather was perfect and the road as engaging as ever, but it was hot going, so we decided to pull over for a snack and a drink. This is the pretty hamlet of Gimode, quiet and peaceful, and featuring a rather majestic Roman bridge across the river. While Steve got the drinks in, I took a walk up the village. It's quite common at this time of the year, and in northern Portugal and Spain, to find storks nesting in high places, but today we got the opportunity to see them in detail as we were off the bikes. It turns out my trip down the village to see the storks wasn't entirely necessary. When I returned to the cafe, Steve pointed out a pair of mating storks in the process of courting on a roof of a house just opposite. It turns out the storks can make a hell of a racket.
Look at that. Head right back. You thought Mike's snoring was bad.
Don't know how to tell you this, but you're on video.
Lunchtime over, it's time to hit the road again. Now, I particularly enjoy the process of cornering on a bike. It's part of the reason why I chose this form of transport for my touring. But we found ourselves on a road that went straight on for ever and ever. I mean, what did the Romans ever do for us? After what seemed an eternity, we got a chance to stop at a viewpoint. You know those places high up where you look over the landscape? Well, this was a little different. Apart from a view down that very straight road that was just come down, there really wasn't much to see at all. Nothing for it then but to get back on the bikes and hope that the Babbia Mountains would offer something, well, more rewarding in terms of scenery. And of course, we weren't disappointed. Arriving at the lower plains, we were greeted by picturesque lakes and glimpses of impressive rock formations. A real promise for the day to come. Making our way up the mountain a little, we arrived at our digs for the next 2 nights, an undeniably rural spot, but with great food. Oh, and of course, fabulous scenery. Now Steve decided that we needed some impromptu air conditioning, and we were treated to a glimpse of the local wildlife. However, opening the window allowed for an infestation of rather less welcome beasties. Steve set to with gusto, clearing the room of mosquitoes with sprays and a hand towel, which it turns out was mine. Not a really welcome thing to see first thing in the morning. Still, can't take a joke, don't go on tour. And so, after breakfast, we made our way up the mountain for our circular tour of the area. Our plan for the day was to simply ride round the mountain roads, stop for a bite of food midday, and check out the scenery. It was our way to chill out a bit before facing the inevitable dash northwards to the ferry and beyond. The day, however, had other plans. It started off great, with beautiful lakes, abandoned churches, impressive bridges, and all in bountiful sunshine. As we rounded the corner of a hilly approach, the road descended through the mist into the sunshine. Very picturesque and atmospheric. However, mist and sunshine are usually mutually exclusive, and it soon got quite cold. We travelled along the valley floor for a while, and my attention was drawn to a road sign that warned us of, well, bears. I hadn't realised that this area was home to bears, and rather hoped that we wouldn't meet any. The area being pretty rural, we hadn't seen any cafes along the way in the morning. It was a bit early to stop for lunch, but we decided to stop for a coffee and a snack. This is what passes for a snack in the Babbia Mountains. After our pit stop, we carried on to be greeted by yet more fabulous views. We spent 4 weeks plus taking in one spectacular view after another, but that didn't make today's offerings any less special. As we descended from the heights towards our rural hideaway, we met mixed weather, and it began to get very cold. I think we were concentrating on just getting home, and that's when we made a small mistake, which could have had big consequences. And it was my fault. A misplaced sat-nav pin was all it took to head us down a dirt road, which was never part of my plan. Steve, however, is gung-ho and just went for it.
Ah, you fucker. Right, okay. Let's see the mud bath. Ooh, we've got an even better one for you.
Sooner or later, though, someone had to be the adult in the room, and this time it was me.
Well, I got through it. Getting through it's easy. It's the it's what you do afterwards if you try and stop.
Yeah, no, that last one nearly had me off.
I'm having an awful job turning it round. There's a lot of horses' hooves here.
Now here's a handy hint if you find yourself having to turn your bike around off-road. Sticking your front wheel in a ditch is unlikely to help the situation. Now, funny as this is, things were about to take a rather more serious turn.
Oh, hang on a second. Stop motorcycle immediately. Fuck. Don't tell me I've got a puncture. And Mike's got the pump, hasn't he?
The third beetle, Mike, had left the tour early and had headed for home via Santander. It was only now that we discovered that he'd taken the team pump with him.
No, right, I'm turning round. 'Cause that's the only way to go. At the moment, it appears to be holding up. I've got a warning light, but it could be water in the works. It's either a very slow puncture or it's nothing. Right. Ready? Yeah, okay, we're gonna ready, 2, 3, rock. 2. Yeah, okay. A bit more, ready, again. Okay, keep going. Okay. Give it a go. Okay, whoa. Come back to me. Right hand down, come back. See, come here back, pedal back. Right. Now pull off slowly. Go. It's going to slip aside a bit. Hang on, a bit of human power.
Right, I need to square up to this, don't I?
Yep.
Seems about the right time then for a quick status update. Muddy left boot, check. Still alive, check. Muddy right boot, check. Lots of flying horrible pestering insects, check. Well, seems like we survived that okay then.
Well, here. Well done.
Ah, teamwork at its finest.
So these two are both lower than they should be.
Having extracted Steve and his bike from the quagmire, it was now time to turn our attention to my bike and the prospective puncher. The tyre pressures hadn't reduced any over the past 10 minutes or so, but we still needed to get down the mountain quickly as we didn't have a pump. As we made our way down the mountain, amazingly my tyre pressure monitor gave me back much needed PSI. It turns out the rather stern warning was generated by nothing more than altitude, low ambient temperature and dipping tyres in cold muddy water. Our mood wasn't exactly helped by once again being plunged into the cold damp mist. But as quickly as it appeared, it disappeared, and once again we found ourselves in bright sunshine. Never mind 4 seasons in one day, the changes were coming every quarter of an hour. Turning off the main mountain road and towards our digs, we came across a village with some rather strange artwork. I challenge anyone to tell me exactly what this is about. And as we left the village, we came across a statue, a rural representation perhaps of the fallen Madonna with the big boobies. That's what I love about touring. You never know what you're going to find around the next corner. Speaking of which, our final few miles of the day saw us ride through the Spanish equivalent of the Grand Canyon. Join us next time when we make a final run through northern Spain to reach the ferry at Santander. We get to the ferry okay, but being able to get to it and being able to get on it are two separate things, as we found out.